Hi everyone, FIFA Career Gems here. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today and welcome to Release Clause Roulette. First things first, I just want to remind you guys that my new updated FIFA Career Gems football shirt is available to order from my TribeFire store. The link will be in the video description. Price has been reduced. Now, something I've picked up on the last two squad updates. I started a new career and I found the same nucleus of players all had, or nearly all of them had, a release clause. So I'm just going to go back to the 26th of April squad update. Malambi had a release clause of 5 million, Hakimi a release clause of 11.2, Emery Moore 19.5, Mark Rocker 17.2 million release. One of my favourite right backs in the game, Benjamin Henrichs 17.1 million release clause. Vulcaner Farinez, the goalkeeper, release clause of 12.2. Nadai Diaidu, release clause of just under 27 million. Barco, one of my favourite players in game, he's got a release clause as well. Diego Lainez, one of my favourite players from the beta stages of FIFA 18, has a release clause. Ibrahima Konate, release clause just under 4 mil. Vitinho from Barcelona B, the utility midfielder, release clause as well. Alderete, release clause of 8.5. Marcelo Sorachi, one of the best left backs in the game, a release clause as well. Guilherme Arana from Sevilla, a release clause of 16.1. Maximiliano Gomez from Celta Vigo, just under £30 million release clause. And Zoo from Deportivo, a release clause of 3.55 million. So now on to a new career mode in the same squad update, this time with Liverpool instead of Everton. I'm going to look at the same group of players and see which have a release clause, and a high probability is most of them will. So Malambe still has a release clause, Hakimi does, Emery Moore doesn't, so that's one in this group that doesn't. Mark Rocker still has a release clause of 17.2. Likewise Benjamin Henrichs, he's got a release clause as well. Looking at Farinez, Nadai Diaidu, release clause again. Barco, excellent news, he's got a release clause. Diego Lainez, he's got a release clause again. Konate does not, so that's two out of this batch of players that doesn't. Vitinho got a release clause. Alderete, he has a release clause again. Sorachi yet again has a release clause. Arana, release clause again. Gomez, still got that same just under £30 million release clause. And as does Zoo from Deportivo La Coruña. So now we're going to jump forward to the release clause roulette, to the latest squad update. We'll start a release clause again with Everton. This time I've gone for some of the highest potential players in the game. See which them have got a release clause. So we started off with Marco Asensio. This is from the 3rd of May squad update. Asensio does have a release clause, as does Osman Dembele. Saul, Lautaro Martinez. Barco sadly does not this time. Kepa, the Athletic Club goalkeeper. Carlos Soler, release clause of 32.2 mil. Same player who always has a release clause for me is Nadai Diaidu. Same release clause as the previous squad update as well. Farinez, he does not this time. And Ferran Torres, he does. So now start a new career mode in the same squad update with Chelsea. Asensio, he's got a release clause again. Dembele, likewise. Saul, still got a release clause. Lautaro Martinez. Barco does not, but he didn't in the last in the Everton career mode neither, so that's not a problem. Kepa does. Soler does. Nadai Diaidu always seems to have, so he definitely has. No release clause for Farinez yet again, and Ferran Torres, the only player in this batch who doesn't have a release clause this time but did in the previous career mode. So even though release clauses are random, sometimes you can predict with a high probability which players will have one. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my YouTube uploads. FCG out.